Achi, we're back.
We're back.
We're back. How's your weekend been?
Yeah, it's been alright, man. Pretty relaxed. Preparing for the week ahead.
What about you?
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week.
Same. Nice networking event yesterday. That was good.
Yeah. Nice networking event. We went to Cheap Mills opening, Creek Harbour, Dubai. Yeah, man, it was good. Good.
Good food.
Let's get straight into this, guys. You've seen the 3 videos, obviously showing you the process of building an e-commerce business. Obviously, me and the boy Kelvin were kind of going head to head with, obviously having 2 stores. Obviously, we looked online. What was it? We read something about is digital marketing better than
Content marketing.
content marketing. So obviously I'm a content marketer, obviously building why it's so important to build a personal brand, etc. And obviously Kelvin's like one of them guys behind the scenes putting on multiple digital ads and bringing in revenue for e-commerce stores. Shannon is obviously the one of my business partners, the genius around building stores and showing you multiple platforms and softwares that you can build an all-in-one store where everyone's kind of used to just a Shopify, or there's no WhatsApp marketing and etc. So I know you've seen a lot of the videos that we've been doing, and obviously, like I said, it's the when you watch this, it will be later, but it's like the 27th of January. So I'm 27 days into my content, so I've got like 2-3 years of this till you guys start respecting and being like, oh yeah, this guy is he's the guru, like, oh, Alex Amosi, do you know what I mean? So I'm ready for it. But we'll just give you an update of where we are now, what we're gonna do after this video. I think it's important. We was talking, but I was just like, look, let's just not talk amongst each other, just film it so you look can kind of see where we've got to. So a couple of days ago, obviously we're building, but as a team, it's like the apprentice, and everyone has to communicate. Sometimes we can be doing many other things and then we're not ready on the day. So obviously the communication with Kelvin and Shannon was they both spoke to, or they both heard back with relating to the like deliveries and how to ship to the UK and how to obviously distribute in the UAE and what is the best method and what is the safest in terms of obviously customers, and making sure that obviously customers that are paying for products, that they get their product intact and we can track that, and there's no like, oh yeah, I didn't get my product, rare. So obviously you can give an update what you done today, Kelvin, and yeah.
So today was more just about speaking to Emirates Post, which is my preferred service provider for the delivery, checking how much it's going to cost, not only for the UK, but we got to think about a global audience. So I also checked USA, also checked Canada, where, if I'm correct, we're going to be testing out in the UAE first with the digital ads. I've checked there, which is a very reasonable price. So we know the timescales, we know the process. The only thing playing on my mind right now is the customs, subject everything, but also
What does that mean?
So customs, so essentially if you send something internationally, randomly they can choose to essentially pull up your package and just find out, what is this, what's going on here, what have you ordered, etc. And they charge you for this service on your end. Like, it's nothing to do with us as the shipper and provider of the product. It's something that you just have to handle. And thinking about customer service, thinking about Bouncer's personal brand being attached to this business, we just want to make sure that the process is seamless for everyone. So we'll handle that on an as and when basis, making sure everyone's happy, and then we just go from there.
We was discussing it like before. It was like, oh, just talk about it on here. I know. For me, it's like I was just like, look, we don't know how much it's gonna cost on top, so we need to just be mindful, and we don't want anyone complaining like, oh yeah, I bought this for this, but it's more than. So I'm just like, if that ever happened, we issue refunds straight away, or we pay do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But it is on the customer to cover. It is known to.
Yeah,
Very common.
So most deliveries, most websites that do international deliveries and stuff, all of the customs are usually, the cost is bared by the receiver. That's just standard practice across all Locally, it's never going to be a problem if it's UK to UK, Dubai to Dubai, US to US. This generally is from international shipping only. So yeah, so we're just essentially discussing that and finding ways around it. And like Bouncer said, like we just issued the refund directly, which I think is pretty standard because you are going to get people that are going to be quite unhappy that they've paid more or they have to pay more when their product is just round the corner basically. So yeah.
Yeah, and also we kind of spoke about, we were talking about the stores. So
Yeah.
obviously we was like, okay, cool. What was the update with the stores? What was you saying about?
Yeah, so initially the whole idea for the store was we have a integrated shipping company that has a software that they integrate with our backend. However, when Kelvin was speaking about Emirates Post and the pricing, etc., he had basically said that it's preferred to just keep one method of shipping or using just one shipping company since this is the first time we're actually going out and doing this e-commerce store rather than having multiple ones and then losing track and not being able to keep up essentially with orders and deliveries. So we sort of had to come back and now revisit how we're going to essentially track the two separate stores separately to ensure and try and find out which one is doing the best, because since we're using one delivery and one system now, what the whole idea is when someone places an order through the page that we're building on the back end, it is going to go through Shopify, the store that Kelvin's building. So now we're just trying to understand what's the best way of ensuring that, okay, we know that 10 orders have come through the landing page and 15 have come now through Shopify.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
And
just
that's what for me. I was asking you, can we track that? Is there any way of tracking that?
So the idea that I sort of have is having what we call a trigger link. So essentially, anyone that's essentially clicks a link or a button, we can essentially track that and see if, for example, we can put it at the like the add to cart, for example, or the buy now button. We can do a trigger link and we can essentially name the trigger link as, let's say, Bouncer's landing page, right? So now we know that, for example, 25 people have actually gone on and clicked the link and have added it to the cart, and then when the time comes for reporting, we can essentially track and see, okay, this person, Daniel, came from this page because he clicked this link and he's made the order. And then now that's essentially the idea, to ensure that things are separate, as well as making sure that we have everything streamlined and having one reliable shipping company, and that we know everything from the shipping side is covered as well.
What I said to obviously Shannon and Calvin is, obviously we want to make sure costs are very low. When
Yeah.
building a business, you want to start. A lot of business owners or companies, they put a big budget to start it up with, and then all of a sudden they can't recoup.
Yeah.
And it's very important that we start. Obviously, where we're doing one of 33 drops, we got around 198 pieces to sell. We know, okay, cool. We sell that 198 pieces. We then can upgrade the back end and make sure everything is properly automated when it comes to shipping, people picking up shipping, boom, 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 boom. But the main thing was making sure that the costs and the markup, everything that made sense to run a business in order for us to maneuver and sustain.
Yeah.
So obviously at the moment we're just like, look, where it's just 198 pieces, it's not just because when we sell out 198 pieces, we're going to be very, it's a target for us, a month target, that we're going to be very happy with that and be like, yo, like, look what we've done. But we can manually take the 198 pieces to the post offices and send it like that, get the tracking number, and then set up automation on the back end and telling people where the estimate time where they're going to receive their order. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And then obviously making sure that when the order's getting delivered, that obviously they get an automation that the order's been delivered, and getting a confirmation online that they've received their order. Obviously, we will know that because of post office to post office, so they have to sign for their order to receive it. So on our end, we just need to make sure that our Stripe on our back end is there's no chargebacks, because people like to put disputes in and blah 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 blah. But obviously, we want to make sure there's no chargebacks or etc etc etc. And obviously, also the client, making sure that we contact the client and make sure that they're happy with our service and get
They
some
received
good-
the product, was it not damaged?
Also get testimonials and
Yeah.
that, just to build, you get me, our ranking, you get me, when it comes to websites and etc etc. So yeah, man, that's kind of the update before we'll do a video telling you guys what we're doing and what we're about to build now. Obviously, I've got a meeting, so Shannon's going to tell you what he's going to do. He's going to jump and he's going to tell you step by step, and we're going to show you, a lot of you that are using Shopify, but for me to build automated businesses is very important to have building stores within the software, as well as that
100%.
WhatsApp marketing, email marketing, everything happening all in one. You can't do that on Shopify. You get me? You can just build a Shopify store. So for me, I have got an advantage on the side of Kelvin, you get me? Because obviously he's just got the Shopify. But what I'm gonna do is create my own ad video to give to him so he can put the ads on. But I don't know, do you think it's not fair? Like, we can still attach that, obviously when people, it'll still be attached to the WhatsApp when people make a purchase anyway. So that side of things will be attached. You will still have access to the WhatsApp and that, just like me. I don't think I'll do WhatsApp marketing with this first drop, just to be kind of I don't want to have too much of an advantage of selling.
we can just stick with email.
I'm not even going to do that. I'm just my method is to go live on TikTok and go live and sell.
Link in bio.
That's it. Like, that's my method. Obviously, I'm going to also, I'll probably 1 week go live on TikTok, sell. If that starts working well, or if it's not working as well, then post on Instagram, and then post on Snapchat.
I generally think that TikTok Live, I feel like just that it's a sellout.
Well, to be honest, we had 14,000 people when me and Smokes went on live on TikTok, passed through in an hour, and that's just like, it was just, you get me? So when we're here with the photos, boom, 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 this talking about it, boom, 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 get this photo, this one, we can just see, people can click the link and then also.
But that's what I was saying earlier as well, is a lot of these online e-commerce businesses as well, they just solely go on TikTok Live and sell. That's all they do.
So
they don't go.
We're gonna test it out to see how powerful it is. But yeah, man, that's the update. Let's give an update what you're looking to do.
So in the next video, essentially, the store that we are going to be building, which is going to go live for Bouncer, for the e-commerce store to sell the arts. I'm just going to start building it on scratch on video for you guys. It's going to be a bit of a longer video than the normal 30 minutes. It's probably going to hit about, I would say, 45 minutes long. But
5 minutes, an hour, but
so it's essentially this whole video is going to be talking about choosing the right templates, getting the images in, ensuring that it's linked to the backend, making sure the payments are coming through, as well as when they make the payment, then do they receive an email? So just the whole flow, the whole structure of from building the website, connecting the products, and then the client also receiving the automation saying that, hey, your order has been confirmed, you'll receive an update with the tracking link, etc. shortly. And how it works on our end, how do we receive the order confirmation as well. So with order confirmations also, I think, do you guys want to have it where it's like, you guys want to receive that, hey, there's a new order on Slack with the details,
so
you want to have it done via email directly?
No, so with one of the business that we run, well, two of the businesses that we run,
it's on Slack.
Every time we receive an order, it notifies us on Slack, and it's like, it pings up on the phone, you get me, and it's like, boom. Emails, obviously, you get me, but for us into the Slack is very important.
Yeah, exactly. So in that automated message as well, it'll show you how you receive the client details, what country they're in, what art they even like, what specific artwork they purchased or how many they purchased.
Okay.
So we know. So it's going to be pretty simplified. So it makes the shipping side for us to actually go and ensure, okay, this box is for this client, this box is for this client, so that when we actually go to the post office and ship it out, we can be organized in terms of the tracking link as well, the labels as well, so the clients know exactly
What's happening?
and they can then even, because I know Calvin mentioned that with the Emirates Post, when we do go ahead and send out the package for shipping, they give us essentially a tracking link, which then will be given to the client so they can track their order from if it's shipped, has it been left, has it reached, now is it en route to their house or their desired receiving location. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
One quick question though before we wrap up, guys. So we've got the one domain for harrisarts.com. We've got 2 websites. How do we work that?
So the domain that you're using, essentially, so with domains, how it works is it's always going to be harrisarts.co.
Yeah.
But notice the slash. So the slash is essentially what we can keep track of. So for example, it will be slash, let's say bouncer as an example. So now we know this is the landing page internally. You can just be harrisarts.co and just leave it as that because it's from Shopify. But for us to track, we can have it slash bouncer. So now we know.
But I'm wondering, so somebody types in harrisarts.co, does it take you to the Shopify or to your website?
So it would take you to the main one, which is Shopify.
Okay.
But when the
okay, because he's going to be promoting his own link. Okay,
so it doesn't really matter that way. So yeah, exactly. So yeah.
And then also we've actually got a solution already to the customs in terms of refunding the customers. Obviously, we can set up something to let them know to contact us if they do go through that process.
Right.
But Shopify allows you to do partial refunds.
Okay.
So
you
you can just do
so
that
does
straight.
Stripe as well, by the way.
Okay, sick.
Stripe
So
also lets you do partial refunds. Yeah.
that's
But
all then.
my question is, say for example, we deliver the product and they reach the UK, and now that specific product has to go through the customs, and we give them a partial or a refund. What are we doing with the artwork? Is the client still receiving it? Do we bring it
for a
back?
gesture of goodwill, I still feel that to build up the company, gesture of goodwill is
fulfill the
just
delivery.
give it to
I
them.
agree. Yeah.
You
That's
know what I
a
mean?
good one,
And
yeah.
go from there. But
Well,
yeah, man.
Cool. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video where we go through the entire process, and then
Peace, man.
Peace.
Make sure you like, subscribe.
Have a blessed day.